Hi there, Al Lamp here. Thank you for listening to my request here for this fundraising effort. This is not something I've ever done before, so bear with me. Um, I'm really appreciative of you listening to the need that I have. And let me tell you just a little bit about my backstory. I know there's a description on here, but here's basically where I'm at. About a year and a half ago on Easter, I had been away from the church for decades. I'm 56 years old now. I was 55 then, and I had a neighbor who kept bugging me to go to this certain church, and I finally broke down and did. And I had always considered myself Christian, but I wasn't walking it. I didn't know anything as I thought I did about Christianity. And when I went to this church and I heard this pastor, and it just changed everything for me. And I decided to reaffirm my faith then. And that started out small. I decided to set up new habits of reading the Bible every night and things like the purpose driven life and all of that kind of stuff to try and immerse myself. I listened to all these old sermons from the pastor, changed my listening habits to just Christian music. I wanted to get everything changed in my mind. And, for about a year, I just learned. I just was trained by God. And I didn't know what his plan was for me. I didn't know he had any plan for me. Well, then about 6 months ago, everything started to change. And I knew I needed to serve, and I knew I needed to spread the gospel, but I wasn't sure how to do that. And I didn't know where to do it in our church. God opened these doors, and it started with me just making some breakfasts at 5 a.m. for the volunteers on Sunday that make everything happen at the church, joining that team, to then joining a food pantry team, which then the person who had been running it at the time had to leave for personal reasons and asked if I would take it over. And man, that started the role. I took over the food pantry, and I've really made this grow because it was just kind of an afterthought at our church, and it's not anymore. And I blew that up, and then I got involved. I started getting into Bible studies, and I started to learn the Word for real, and realized how much I didn't know. I started to go to men's cadres and men functions, Christian men functions, and that was out of my comfort zone. And I all of a sudden, before I knew it, I was leading in so many things. I went to the church elders, and I had requested that they create a new mission called a community outreach that I could put the food pantry under, and we could do all these other outreach missions that we would get volunteers for from the church. They approved it, which was an unusual thing, I'm told. And now I'm in charge of that, and we are blowing up. We have well over 100 volunteers. We are doing a 500 meal distribution of Thanksgiving meals to needy families that we're delivering to their homes and spreading the gospel and praying with them here on November 15th. It's a big undertaking. I love it. I've got it all organized. Operation Christmas Child is under me. Anything to do with outreach outside the church walls now goes through me. And I got into cadre leadership as well. I hold my own cadre, start doing that on Wednesday nights back in September 1st. I love it. We have such a great group of men that we're making a real impact with. And it's just more and more, it just keeps getting put on my plate, right? And I was working a full-time job as a construction general manager, and doing that, plus all of this time I was committing to this volunteer work and leadership and growing things, plans for next year, all this stuff. It was a lot of hours. It was a lot of sacrifice. But then I was laid off a couple of weeks ago from that job, and there just wasn't enough work around. And I see it was God's blessing to me, because what it did was allow me to be able to attend some meetings and do some things for this massive undertaking that I've taken on with the community outreach program that I wouldn't have otherwise probably been able to do. And it confirmed to me this is what I should be doing. And it occurred to me through the Holy Spirit that this is what you should be doing for the rest of your life. I'm not a young man. I'm 56, like I said now, but I want to do nothing but commit myself to the position of community outreach through our church and doing all the wonderful things that we have lined up. The problem is, the church doesn't have the ability to add another salary, and my salary would not be able to be small. I mean, I have a pretty, live in Denver, Colorado, and our cost of living is high here. And so the cost for family of four and such, we raise two of our grandchildren, by the way, we have custody of. We've raised them for the last 6 years. We have that on our plate as well. And, I just needed to, it came to me, I need to self fund. And God just kind of directed me. I'm here asking you if you could help with that, if you wish to donate for that, to help this cause, this mission. This isn't temporary. This is what I want to do for as long as I can in my working life. And I just need to be able to have the funds to be able to cover my own salary so that I can commit 100% to what God's plan. I have no doubt in my mind has been put upon me. And I have such a peace. I have such a joy doing this. I can't wait. I'm excited about it. And I really believe that He will lead me to people like you who will help out with this new ministry for me. It's a whole new chapter in my life. And I'm really excited. I'd love to have people come along with me, make, donations, but also give me some prayer and encouragement and help me through this because it's, like I said, this is all new for me, but it's going so smoothly because that's when you know you're on the right path, right? When God's got you where He wants you, things kind of fall in place. It's when you're meeting roadblocks, you know you're not doing the right thing. And I'm definitely just doors are opening and all of this, and it's just wonderful. So I appeal to you to help fund me for this mission. And maybe down the line I won't need to self fund it. Maybe the church will find a way to be able to have me on staff or whatever. But right now, I have so much leadership in the church. I'm there in all the major meetings and everything. Um, I guess I'm the cheapest employee they have right now, but I just want to commit and I just want to do this. And I know it with the bottom of my heart. So I'm asking for you to find it in your heart to help me out, strengthen this mission. We have some great things in mind. I'm an idea guy and I'm an implementer. I like systems and processes, and we're making it happen. And it's awesome. Just an example of that, our pastor just brought up today that he wants to get a massive food drive done at our church starting this Sunday because of the SNAP benefits that are going to be gone for people November 1st and from the government shutdown. This was brought to my attention as the community outreach leader, coordinator. Can I make it happen? And within 15 minutes, I'm proud to say, I had it all handled. And I got in touch with our local food bank. We're planning to get things set up for around a ton of food that we're going to bring in within the next week and deliver to that food bank to help those folks. That's what I can do. And I want to keep doing things like that. So please help me out. Fight it in your heart. Pray about it. And I'm very blessed because I believe that this is what God is going to do for us. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart.